It's a beautiful day here in Yokohama, Japan. Unlike yesterday. Yesterday was just terrible. And we're gonna start off with a scatterbug encounter. There it is. So glad it actually decided to show up. But will it be a shiny to start off the day? Unfortunately, the archipelago still doesn't want to shine for me. But on the upside, I have a lot of friends back home that can give me these gifts, so we will eventually get it. That shiny Vivillon line is gonna be so hard to complete. We only have 2 of them, and we need to get 16 more. And that's not including the other 2 forms that aren't currently released in the game yet. I'm assuming those ones will show up for like a Go Fest or something like that. But anyways, I've got myself 3 researches here. This is the final day of the growing up event. So let's see if we can get another Shundo. We pulled it off once and it was with a Magikarp, but maybe, just maybe, we can get that Swablu or the Wimpod. Though admittedly, I really want the Wimpod. I got the Shundo Swablu during Community Day, and then obviously I've got the Shundo Magikarp during this event, so if we got that Wimpod, that would be insane. Plus, I really like Wimpod, and admittedly, it's more Galissapod than Wimpod. I love Galissapod's design, and its shiny is great. I've walked past this cable car thing like multiple times, and I've never ridden on it. Plus, the station's literally right there. To be honest with you, I've always wanted to ride on the thing, but I just don't know how much it costs, so let's try it out. All right, we're officially in the Yokohama Air Cabin. That's what it's called. Also, it has a nice little punch-out thingy. That's what it turns into. And it only costs like 1,000 yen to get in here, so it's not bad at all. And as you notice, we actually have some like Pokestops that we'll be able to do all the way over. So let's do some research just before we take off. This one is a whale. Number 2 is gonna be a Magikarp. And last but certainly not least, we've got the one and only Magikarp yet again, not the Hundo. But hey, we're gonna take off in just 2 seconds. Here we go. That was a fun little experience. I'm glad I finally got around to doing it, because I've seen this thing multiple times. And for 1,000 yen, that's really not bad. That's just like $7.50, really. And along the way, we got some researches. I wanted to claim these, but we were near the end, so they were basically shooing me out. But let's get number 2. Oh, it's a Carp. Love to see it. You know, funnily enough, I have not gotten another shiny Carp since that Shundo. Not that we need any more of them, of course, but like, it is kind of strange how it was the Shundo and that's it. And look what we found on the other side. That's awesome. I really love these Pokelids, especially because they are Pokestops and everything like that, so we can get gifts for them, but it's just so fun to have them. Plus, there's a few of them here in Yokohama. I know there's another one like just right over there. It's that one right there. Yeah, it's the one next to the boat. Got Psyduck on it, Pikachu and Matrop. It's really cool. Anyways, I still need to get more researches, and that was a good one, thankfully. Well, let's just spin this one and hopefully get a 3 for 3 on the power-ups, but we got an Evolve. That's fine. Let's see if the Pokelid gave us some luck. It would be cool if it did. So, that's a tiny Wimpod. I would love a tiny shiny of this thing. And a 213. That's 2 off the Hundo. Number 2. This one actually came from the lid. It's a Magikarp. Cool. And then this is the one that was next to the lid, and it was huge. All right, so we got a huge, a tiny, and a normal, but sadly no shiny. I love getting 3 of the same quest. It's so easy. This one was just an Evolve quest, so we get a Carp. Number 2 is gonna be, shiny Swablu. Pretty bad though, but it's still shiny though. I'll take it. But can we go back to back? It is a 1 in 64 odd, but we do not. This one is a true Swablu, not a Swallow. And here's that other Pokelid, and the cool thing about this one is it's right next to the big old boat that's on the lid itself. Let's see if we get some boat luck. I mean, there's a lid here, there's a cool looking boat, we got a Wimpod. How about number 2 here? You're gonna be a Swablu. And last but certainly not least, we've got another Wimpod that is a 209. Accidentally clicked this research, but we do have 2 more. I feel like the boat can give us some luck. I mean, we were close to the boat with the Swallow, so maybe. How about you, my friend? No, just another Swablu. On the upside though, there's a decent amount of stops and spawns here, which is great. We have 3 more chances next to the big old boat. Here's hoping we get something here. There's a tiny whale. Also, thankfully, this spot doesn't have hardly any wind, which is great, but you are not a shiny, not a Hundo, but maybe number 3 wants to do it. Nope, just a bigger whale. And just as we leave the boat, that's when we get a shiny, a 252 shiny Nimble. Definitely a fun shiny to run into. I remember when this thing was mistakenly released like for only a handful of people. I think it was the initial release of this Pokemon. I don't remember exactly when that was, but some people did get it. And then of course they turned that off real quickly when they realized, so it's always been something I've wanted to get. And now we have a few of them. 3 more chances at greatness. Let's see what happens. Oh, Wimpod. Hopefully we can get one of those with that nice red and white, and of course a 215. It also would be cool to get a shiny Wilmer just to say we got it, but it's not boosted, and there's a Carp. Let's start from the bottom with these 3. Why not, right? Oh, it's a Magikarp. How about the top one? What do you want to give us? A tiny Wimp. And last but certainly not least, we get ourselves a Swablu. Middle first on this one. This one's got to be it, right? No, it doesn't have to be it. Perhaps the bottom one wants to do it? Haha, nope, just another Swablu. And this top one... is a Wimpod. All right, 3 more in the park. Let's see what the park gives us. Apparently whales are in the park. Very interesting. How about this one right here? Ooh, another golden Swablu. Also pretty bad, unfortunately, but at least we're getting these ones. I don't know why the Swablu likes me so much. I think it was like the first 4 quests into this event, we got that XXL Swablu. But hey, shinies are shinies. I'm always happy to get them, even if they are calm day shinies. Let's take a look at this one just for fun. Yeah, pretty down there. But like I said, let's see if we can get it back to back. No, that's a carp. Come on, top one. What do we got for ourselves? A Wimpod. The middle one will be a carp. And number 3 at the bottom's gonna be another Wimpod. Middle, come on, give us another shiny. Just not another one of those. I think we've had enough of those. So the top one, you will be another Swablu. Are we just gonna go 3 for 3 on this one? Oh, thank goodness we're not. Good. This wind is not very fun, but maybe these shinies will be fun. Not with this one though. Next up we have ourselves another Wimpod. Number 3, another Wimpod. 3 for 3. 3 more in the park. We got a carp. Next up we have a Wimpod. And last but not least, we have another huge Swablu. 3 more. Swablu, of course. I don't know why that one likes to show up so much for me, but there's a carp. And you are another carp. We got 3 more. Number 1 is gonna be a carp. 2 is a Swablu. 3, Wimpod. Uno. Bird. Dose is another bird, but bigger. Trace is gonna be a bug. Starting to get a little hungry, and it's already almost 2 p.m. I haven't eaten anything yet. I've really only had a latte in the morning. And luckily, there's a building close by that has a place called Ramen Row, which sounds pretty darn good to me. So I think we're gonna stop there really soon, but we have some stops to do. We have some more researches and hopefully some more shinies. Ramen Row's right behind me, but first we've got a couple more quests, and here's hoping there's a shiny just before the ramen, or maybe the ramen will bring it. Not that we haven't already had some pretty good luck, honestly. But you know, we just need that little bit extra. But man, we just keep getting a lot of birds. I swear, Shiny Gligar just loves coming off of the Necrozma effect. If you don't have one of these, hopefully you do have a Dawn Wings Necrozma, because I swear, man, they just are so freaking common off of these things. Definitely a fun way if you're trying to get like a shiny a day or something like that. This is definitely worth doing as long as you have the candies to do it. I know Tony's trying to get 2 a day, and he's been able to do it pretty consistently, and it's mostly because of this stuff. But also he grinds really hard, so it's really unlikely that he's not going to get a shiny, but you never know. But sometimes days are rough, and then he relies on this, and I mean, clearly you see it works. All right, guys, let's see if the ramen worked out in our luck for the shinies. It'd be really cool to see anything but a Swablu at this point. So this one right here is, okay, well at least we got a whole bunch of those. This is a beautiful spot for a shiny, so here it is. Now, how about this second one right here? What do you want to do? You want to be a big whale, that's fun. And last but certainly not least, a Wimpod. All right, 204. I found another Pokélid, which is really awesome, and this one's got Pikachu and Raichu, so clearly Yokohama is the Pikachu location for some reason. But here we go. We're actually going to get this gift for the first time ever, though I've already spun it. I kind of just subconsciously did it. And also waiting here, not a shiny. I've been getting a few of these lately. Hopefully we can get another shiny of it. I love seeing Alolan Marowak shinies off this thing. It's so fun. Middle one's gonna be a Wimpod. Bottom is next, and it's a carp. And 3 is a whale. Bottom is a whale. Top, are you also a whale? No, but you're huge. And last but not least, we got a carp. Middle, bug. Bottom, bird. And top is a fish. Views here in Yokohama are great. I like being by the water, you know? And I love getting shinies next to the water too. So here it comes. Right here, right now. Nope, but a lot of fish. It makes sense. Can we fish up a shiny? No, but there's a tiny bug. I made it to another park that GoFest was held in. It was basically 3 small parks here in Yokohama, which unfortunately made it one of the like worst GoFests I ever attended. Not that it was terrible, it's just the layout wasn't the best, you know what I mean? Like, once I'm done showing you these, I'll show you what I meant. This one's not shiny, let me show you. So this park right here was actually like the best park. It went all the way down to around that blue gem all the way in the distance there. Then the other park was just over there, and it looks kind of big up in the corner there, but it's actually pretty small. And then the third park was technically the biggest out of all of them, but had like the worst spawns in them. And walking in between each of the parks, there were no spawns, or GoFest spawns at least. It all turned off until you re-entered the park, which was kind of sad. So yeah, all in all, probably one of the worst laid out ones, but it was still a fun experience. More checks in the park. We got a big bug. How about a big or tiny bug? That'd be fun, but shiny, of course. How about a big whale too? Wonderful. Come on, shiny bug, or another big whale. This one is a bug. This one is also a bug. We've now wandered into Chinatown, and there's more checks in here. The bird wasn't bad though, but let's see if we can get ourselves a shiny here. So far, no luck with any of these things. Yeah, I would love to see another one of those, but I've I've also got one of these, and these love to shine, but not this time. I'm currently waiting for some big pieces of fried chicken that this place does really well. It's also a big thing here in Chinatown in Yokohama, but we also have researchers while we wait, and unfortunately, that's not a shiny. How about you? Do you want to do it for me? No. Double fish, though. Pretty fun. And here's the chicken. The thing is massive, but also fresh out of the fryer. This really hurts by hand to hold on to. And as we leave Chinatown, that's when the shiny luck shows up, right? No. At least not for that one. But this one right here, well, that had a better chance. And this one is a bug. Got 3 more of them next to the baseball field, and there's a beach biome. As you can see, the stadium's right over there. It's always cool to see that stuff in-game, you know what I mean? And also in real life, it looks pretty cool too. But anywho, we also got this one, and it's another one on the beach. Would love to see a shiny one of those on the beach, so that's a tiny little bird. Bottom of the 3 is a carp. Middle one is going to be another carp. And top is a Wimpod. 3 more like usual. We got a whale. Let's see less of those, please, but there's another one. Do we go 3 for 3 with whales? Thankfully, we don't. Kind of forgot about these, but we have an elegant scatterbug, and I really like this pattern, so please be shiny for me. It's not. And a 198. I've also been trying to get a few more of them. I don't think I'm going to be able to get them done today, but on the upside, I do have quite a few of them that should be claimable tomorrow. And there's some pretty fun and rare ones too, so I'm excited for it. I've come back to the hotel just to drop some stuff off, and I don't know why, but Swablu just loves me here. And it's an XXL yet again. This is our second one during this event, but it's always fun to see huge shinies. Tiny shinies are fun when it fits the Pokemon, and admittedly, this one could be huge or tiny. It kind of just works for both. But just in general, having the extra animation and stuff like that is just a little bit more fun for me, and not that great, but doesn't matter. I'm gonna head back out in just a little bit, but first I think I'm gonna just relax in here for a second. All right, I just had dinner at Jonathan's over here. They have robots that deliver your food. That was so weird, and it had like a cat face and everything. And also, it is the middle of raid hour for Tapu Fini, and I think I got the Hundo. It's a 1632, I've got it right here. It would be insane if we got ourselves a shiny of this thing. If we got a Shundo, I'd be so happy. I've done a few of these raids and I haven't seen a shiny yet, so let's see what happens, please. Ah, that's not a Shundo, but it is a 1632. I do believe that's the Hundo, so hopefully we'll catch the thing. I mean, wow, that was a terrible waste. Let's try to do that again, shall we? Close to it, accident. That kind of sucks that we lost the ball there, but 2 rock. You know what I should do? It's only 620. This raid will still be here. Let's turn on the Kyurem effect. The cool thing about Iceburn is that we get a 50% increase on our catches, so now we should be able to have a better chance to catch it. And also, it does kind of like zoom in on excellent throws. Only downside is it can still attack. Unlike Freeze Shock, I believe the name is, where it does paralyze them, when you do that, it only gets a 25% bonus for catching. While on the upside, we're getting good excellence, and we have increased chances, so we should hopefully get the thing, but it just 2-rocked me yet again. And another cool thing about Freeze Shock is, as you can see, it's doing that, you know what I mean? Whereas like freezing it there makes it easier to hit those excellence. So here's hoping we keep pulling that off, but I'm gonna have to put you guys down. We've got another excellent. 1, 2, 3. There we go, we got it. Unfortunately not a Shundo, but I actually did want this Hundo, so I'm really happy. I don't think I had it before, and there we go. We got it in Yokohama. And just like that, I'm kind of done. I now have the Hundo, which is great. I don't think I had that before. In fact, I didn't. I have a Tapu Bulu and a Tapu Koko, but I never had the Fini. Now I just need to get a Lele, and I can say I have all of them, but that's awesome. So glad we got that here. And there's a shiny Wimpod right next to the claw machines. I was not expecting to see this, but you know what? No, we're catching these in Pokeballs. Just in case we get like a really good one, I want it to be in a Pokeball. So there we go. We got it, and it's fine. Why not? Let's click on the other one for fun. Not a back-to-back. And now the growing up event is officially over. And we got some good wins. Tons of shinies, only 1 shiny Magikarp, but it was a Shundo, so happy. But then tons of Wimpods and tons of Swablus, and they were all terrible. Minus some of the research ones, they were all right. But you know what I'm trying to say. So we're gonna wrap up the video here, but first, my bad about whatever it was that was on my face. I had no idea that was there, but let me tell you, the whole time I was editing, I was like, oh my goodness, how many clips are there? And there were a few. But on that note, smash that subscribe button for me, show me some love, and let me know in the comments down below. How's your luck been with this event? Have you gotten tons of shinies? Have you gotten none at all? Any Shundos or anything like that? Please let me know. And if you're really enjoying the content and you want to see even more of it, I highly suggest this video over here. And so does YouTube, so you should check it out.